Do it. Think everything's all good this time. Doing the mic check first off. That'd be a good plus, right? But that's looking good. YouTube preview's looking good, which means I think we're good to go. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Rob vonShoe here. Happy Friday. It is the 5-star featured Civil Warrior grind. I'm going for milestones this time around. Hope you guys are all doing well. So there's this show that just wound up wrapping up today. And it's been pretty popular. Not going to get into most recent spoilers from the last couple episodes. Figure if you have not seen it yet, give everybody a chance to watch it before, spoiling the heck out of it. But it was fun. No spoilers, but it was fun. Again, I hope you guys are all doing well. We're just going to be hanging out here the next couple hours, just putting up some points in Arena as soon as I slap down the Surfer here in Cav difficulty. Seeing as how I finished up Cav difficulty last time around with about 68 minutes to spare in the event, I might want to get ahead of it this time around. Before we get also too far along, do want to welcome the latest vonShoes to the channel. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers. I'm digging the videos put out so far and are interested in the stuff yet to come. It has been a jam-packed, busy week here. We got the first breakdown for Odin and MCoC, in addition to MCoC crystals coming out in the first place. So there's a little bit of everything. There was some Too Long Didn't Read about their kits. There was a crystal opening for MCoC. There was a bunch of gameplay stuff. There's been about at least one, sometimes several videos a day this whole week. Bunch of good gameplay stuff. So if you have not checked that out, I do encourage you guys to check that out as well. Plenty cool stuff coming down the pipes here too. From the top, I want to say big howdy to PP saying warrior grind or worry or grind. Worry and grind. Why not just call that the happy medium? A little bit of worrying, a little bit of grinding. There you go. Win-win. Andrew stopping in and saying, what's up? What's good, Andrew? How's it going, bud? Happy Friday. How's it going? Reaper stopping in saying, what up, Shoe? And Redwood, what's up, man? What's good, everybody? It is an absolute pleasure getting to see you guys and say howdy. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome, welcome. Just realized Silver Surfer's profile pic almost looks like a certain white robot character. Indeed. Indeed. So art department is going to have it easy, huh? Somebody in my alliance got a 6-star MCoC. I'm going to just call him Eggnog, just to keep it simple. Someone in my alliance got a 6-star Eggnog, but we don't know who yet. Ooh, sneaky. Well, congrats to whoever did get that 6-star. That is really good. He, from what I've seen in some of the other people's videos, they are enjoying him. Me, I'm still on the fence. I'm not completely convinced where he's going to wind up fitting in with the entire meta. I'm extremely biased, though. I'm a huge Dragon Man fan, and seeing as how Eggnog draws heavily from Dragon Man's kit, I think I may just wind up sticking with Dragon Man. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, dude hasn't even been released effectively in arenas yet, so here's the hoping. Inside us, greetings all. Welcome to the milkiest house in town. Enjoy the milk. Drink up. Get that moo juice. Call him Mango Man. Mango Man, MCoC, Goggy G. I don't know. I think almost anything but MCoC I think would be a happy medium. I was not familiar with the character before he was released in game. So I was like, how do you pronounce this guy's name? Is it MCoC? Is it MCoC? MCoC? I don't know. They're doing that whole like GIF thing. That'd be MCoC. I don't know. I asked for clarification. I guess it is MCoC. All right. If you insist. Oh, yeah, no, 100% Reaper. I'm all caught up. I got you. I got you. But, I mean, it's not a spoiler. Just, you know, with the popularity of WandaVision, does really make me wonder if and when they're going to wind up releasing Scarlet Witch Sigil from December. Now, according to Kabam, they did say this a little bit earlier today, that it was just a crazy happy coincidence that Scarlet Witch Sigil came out right around the time that WandaVision did, or a little bit before. That they are not tied or related in any which way. Because supposedly, according to Kabam, that WandaVision was already supposed to have been released, and they didn't do it in tandem with the MCU show, just because MCU has been changing around their dates all over the place, and the planning that goes into creating and maintaining new characters would not work. So with that, I say, okay. If you say so. Either which way, just get the character in game. That'd be cool. I'd appreciate playing. We'll see. It will be interesting if she winds up being like the 2021 version of Platinum Pool, where you got to get like 5 different runes over the course of the year, half a year, something like that. That's how you wind up getting Scarlet Witch Sigil. That could be interesting. Hey, we got a raid going. How's it going, everybody? FaZe coming in with the hashtag Hobbit Raid. How's it going, FaZe? James as well saying, hey, hi there, hi there. And Designs, always a pleasure, bud. Happy Friday. Welcome, everybody. And Hobbit stopping in, too. How are you, Hobbit? Thank you very much for the raid. Hope the week here is going well. Welcome to the Friday night. Let's not spoil the most recent episode of WandaVision, but let's talk about WandaVision at the same time. Stream plus Civil Warrior on top. I'm Rob vonShoe. It is a pleasure getting to see you guys. Hope you all are well. Welcome, everybody. We're also debating whether or not we're going to wind up calling MCoC Eggnog or Mango Man. These are the questions of the times. Andy stopping in for the hashtag Hobbit Raid. What's up, Andy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I left the game while the voting was almost over. I still don't know what happened. Hercules or Washing Machine? If one of them won, where are they now? Hercules wound up winning. Supposedly it was a solid back and forth. That it was neck and neck for the longest time, but Hercules did wind up coming out on top. He is slated to join the game sometime in June, last they said. And you know what? I don't regret my vote. I voted for Hercules. I thought like the one sentence we got about what the champion is actually going to be sounded interesting to me. I also thought that the first few months here of 2021 would be loaded with tech champions to counter the Apocalypse Horsemen and the mutants that were just going nuts at the end of the last year. But we are 3 months into the year. We have Psycho Man as the lone tech champion who is kind of meh. So I don't know. I'm kind of bummed out about that. Not gonna lie. Still hoping they've got a bunch of techs up their sleeve that they're just sitting on for some strange reason, but we'll see. MCoC Noob, hey everybody, jumping in with the Hobbit Raid. Well, Noob, much appreciated. Thank you for stopping by. How's it going? Happy weekend eve, everybody. First day of the weekend. First evening of the weekend, I should say. If you guys are kicking back, relaxing, hope you are enjoying some snacks, pouring yourself a delicious beverage. And otherwise, just kicking back, putting your feet up, and having a good time. Would very much like for this Omega Red to be a bit more aggressive. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Hobbit says, good man, you are one of my favorite streamers, so I'm happy to raid. Hobbit, thank you very much. That means a lot. That means an awful lot. You are one of my favorite streamers. Really appreciate it, bud. Really appreciate it. Always a pleasure. Jacob jumping in with the Hobbit raid. What's good, Jacob? How are you? It is the first weekend of March as well. Can you believe it? Freaking March already. Blinked and February is over. Just means a lot of things, actually. But it also means that I'm starting to save up my max sig crystals again for another month of probable disappointment. Trying to get that freaking Immortal Iron Fist after however many years. I mean, statistically, it's going to happen one of these times, right? Just got to keep, you know, throwing more crystals at the fates, and eventually one of them is going to turn up or for a 5-star, but hot dang, man. I'm ready. I'm ready, and I would like to get a 5-star while 5 stars are still relevant. I'm not going to hold my breath. Reaper also saying, Maggot Man. His tail looks like a maggot. Interesting. Interesting analysis. Peepy says, pin the no spoilers in chat. That is an excellent idea. No spoilers for WandaVision episodes. Is it 8 episodes or 9? I don't... The last one. Let's just say 7 or 8. I'm just going to guess 8. Do that, and pin that at the top. So it should have been pinned. Yep. Should be pinned. Should be good to go. There it is. Just takes a second for it to switch on over. Let's do that. My day goes like this. Uncollected until I run out of energy. Incursions before it resets. Then explore mastered till I run out of energy. And arena. It's a jam-packed busy day. Yeah, what was that with the arena resetting early, or incursions resetting early? I don't have my ear to the ground on all things incursions, but it sounded like the prizes reset early-ish. So if you run incursions on the regular, you can jump back in and get an extra round of loot a number of days early. James says, I'm glad February is gone. I could see it from that perspective. I could see it. For me, it's just because I've been running around so much, just trying to do so many things, too many things, arguably, that one of these days I'm going to need to just, like, stop for a minute and take a deep breath and look around and just, like, center myself a little bit more and appreciate the now. And then go back to the crazy grind. Speaking about crazy grind, I'm not looking forward to that Odin grind. I am, but I'm not. I'm looking forward to it because I want an Odin, but I'm not because I don't think it's going to be a low cutoff. So we'll see. MCoC is anybody's guess. I would say that MCoC probably is going to be the usual high 40s, 50s, something like that, but I don't know, we'll see. Come on, Kingpin. Do something. Something. Something, please. That works. That works. I'll take it. I'll take it. Did you catch the final scene? Yes. So it's also not spoiler to say that there were 2 post-credits for WandaVision for the final episode. A mid-credit and a post-credit. Caught them both. I'm interested in talking those spoilers later on. Again, I want to give everybody a chance to watch it fresh for themselves without spoiling it. But I would be interested to talk about it later on. Monger Man, Manor Mog, Eggman. Oh, there already is an Eggman. Hater Man is Psycho Man, isn't it? No, is Mojo, isn't it? With all the different haters he's juggling for his kit. I don't know, there's so many different debuffs. And like every champ has their buffs and their debuffs named something else. Like there's too many. I don't care. You know, I don't care that Mojo stuffs are likes and followers or haters or whatever. Or Kingpin has a debuff called Black ISO whatever. I don't have time to memorize everybody's unique thing. It's the Kingpin buff. It's the Mojo buff, the Mojo debuff. You know what I mean. I just don't need to know the unique name that really doesn't matter. The Void debuffs. I would just rather call it Void debuffs and leave it at that instead of knowing it's his intimidating presence. What? See, but I've already failed that, seeing as I know those 3, but like, I don't know. Look at all these legends in chat. Yeah, each and every one of you. Early morning for me, 8 a.m., so I usually edit videos and hang around with streamers and community. Nice. Can you spoil what it is you're working on right now, or give a teaser? Basically a shameless plug, but I am all ears. Always fun to hear about what's in the works with other streamers, other YouTubers. Reaper says, I feel like War Machine may be buffed this year. I hope so. I hope most champions that need a buff, if not all champions that need a buff, get a buff. Because there's a lot. There are a lot of champions that need some solid TLC. Uh-oh. Rip. I live. I live. I live. I still live. Somehow. Somehow I survived that. Unbelievable. Inside it says, my mod wrench is missing though. My name has pushed it away, I guess. I think that's what it is. It's still showing up on my end. You're still showing the proper blue, but perhaps that's maybe on your end. Maybe that's why. Silly YouTube. Noob says, dat roster though. I have been blessed by the Kabam gods. I don't know. I am so lucky and so fortunate to have pulled the champions that I did. And it's just, it really is, it's just the dumbest, luckiest luck. Very, very blessed, very fortunate. Throw that, burn some stuff, get some poisons. Get out of here, Gamora. Bye-bye. Instead of sending over the Insta sub, absolutely. Please do. Please do. A+ content right there. Text that. Come back here. A little razzle dazzle. Throw out some Wonder Wings and there we go. Speaking of buffs, in addition to War Machine, I'd throw Karnak in the pile too. Like, Karnak could be interesting. What they really need to do with Karnak, though, is really lean into his cosmic and skill duality. Like, dude doesn't really... Especially in a 2021 meta, dude barely checks the boxes for a skilled champion. And does, like, virtually nothing that a cosmic champion that does. Yet, you need both those materials if you want to rank them up. Somehow. Pardon me. When would Iron Family be getting overhauled? It's just annoying at this point. Yeah, I was really thinking that like Hulkbuster would start this domino effect for the other Iron folk. Between War Machine and OG Iron Man and Super Iron Man. But nothing. Instead we got a Hood rework. Which had the potential to be good. Still has the potential to be good. It just didn't stick the landing. So I'm eager to see what they wind up coming out with later on. And also how much later on actually is. Get that. Bye-bye, Yellow Jacket. Rob, I got a doubt. Would having any debuff while fighting Void take your health bit by bit, even if the rage debuff of Kingpin? Yes. Kingpin sucks against Void. He does. And yes, that is true. Any active debuff on you, or if you're playing as Void, on the opponent, any active debuff is Void food. So that's weakness, that's stun, that's armor break, that's any of the damage over time stuff, including Kingpin's rages. Episode 8 was a super emotional episode. Dang you, Marvel, for playing with my feels. I just come here to look at robots punching each other. Or like the tried and true Marvel formula, where you've got the hero in the hero armor and the villain in like a bigger, meaner looking version of the hero's armor. So like Yellow Jacket or Ironmonger or I guess Abomination for Hulk. Basically like a bigger, scarier version of the hero. They gotta fight themselves. And they do that all the time. Or they used to, at least. Then Thanos came along, and he was finally a unique, interesting villain. But, like, even Killmonger, who is arguably a really solid villain, or antagonist, was basically just the hero in a mean-looking suit. Come on, dude. Throw that freaking special, please. I'm almost KO'd. Can't guarantee it. It wound up working out, but I couldn't guarantee a KO. Can you make a video about best champions for incursions? I can put it on the to-do list, yeah. Short list, though, is anybody who can wind up having any sort of sustainability. So that's where, like, Gilly99 is super useful. That's where Morningstar is super useful. Clairvoyant. Anybody who can get some heals is going to do you a lot of good. But yeah, that would be a fun video to make. Well, I think of it. Bear with me for a minute, everybody, for the shameless plug. There is exactly, as of today, 1 week left, 7 days left to submit your 3-minute run using a 3-star Elsa Bloodstone against Rumble Legends Winter Soldier for the open call, open invite, Season 1 finale of the 3-star SmackDown. I'm looking for entries from anybody and everybody. On the best runs with the best times are going to be featured in the season finale there. So, best times and the players that run them wind up getting eternal glory featured in the video. So if you are interested or just want to have fun with something that isn't just, you know, another monthly quest event, have at it. All you need is a 3-star Elsa Bloodstone and a recording of your gameplay. You can use damage masteries if you want them, use them. If you don't, then you don't have to. You can use any synergy team, really. The only thing that you can't use is boosts. Everything else is fair game. So, if you are interested in playing for fun or playing for that eternal glory, there are 7 days left to do it. Just record it, upload it someplace, shoot me a link, and we'll go from there. Slapped around by a Karnak. It's always depressing. It's especially depressing in Abyss when a freaking Karnak is slapping me around. Still getting caught up on chat, bear with me guys. Working on a 635 exploration video at the moment. 635 terminal velocity and caustic temper. Fun path. Fun path. And I like his 0 for 55 on the dual mutant skill for Aegon or Nick. You've got some of that Brian Grant luck going, I'm sorry to say. I wish you happy hunting and hope beyond all hope that it doesn't go any further than that, because you are well past due. But that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. You got this. It'll happen. I need to rank up my 5-star Voodoo and Strange. I have them both duped. Voodoo first. Voodoo is insanely useful. Strange if you want. Dude is on the list for me at least that needs a buff. Sad thing is, even if they restore him to pre 12.0 standards, he still is going to be barely par with that 2021 meta. I mean, he's the friggin' Sorcerer Supreme. He should have a respectable kit. And yet. But let's see Star-Lord get some love, like a value upgrade. Yeah, or at the very least, a pre-fight where you can select what the Special 2 gimmick winds up giving. Like, you can just select it where it isn't just random. Like, even something small like that would be really nice. Tom stopping in. Hello, Rob. How are you? WandaVision was very good. I am most excellent. I am hanging in there. Been a busy week. But I'm looking forward to the weekend here and all the things that come with it. It was, WandaVision was very good. I was pleasantly surprised with how many feels that an MCU show, MCU property made me feel. They're like, we got him going into Infinity War. We got him for Endgame, so now just keep the feels train going. We need a Jimmy Woo spinoff. I am all for a Jimmy Woo X-Files. I would watch it. Yeah, or well, I was gonna say Ant-Man 3, but I think Ant-Man 3 is gonna be a pretty tight cast already, just with all the things that they're trying to do. Thing is, though, that dude can easily. I really do think that dude can hold down a show by himself. So I would be all for Jimmy Woo, Monster Hunter, Mystery Hunter, or something like that. Professor X Quickie Showcase. I would love to, but in order to do the best optimal Professor X Showcase, I would need to pop on a mutant power boost to be able to chain special 2s back to back to back to back. That's where you really get some of the crazy Professor X damage. As once he's all ramped up and he's got with the 100 Professor X charges, then you just start launching into the special 2s. So then not only does he get a bit of power back himself, but with the power boost he gets even more power back. And it's unblockable. So you can basically just special 2 spam almost anybody into oblivion. But again, you need a mutant power boost for that, and unfortunately I don't have any of those to spare right now. But I would love to do a standalone video just showcasing some of the stuff that he can do and some of the fun situations you can put him up against where he can really capitalize on that. Remember those specific words someone said, your power exceeds the Sorcerer Supreme. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Doctor Strange's ears, I think, would be burning were someone to say that. Cheers, all. It would not be a Rob vonShoe stream without the Kool-Aid. Pre-fight or switch in-fight like Claire for Star-Lord. Yeah, like Star-Lord's got that, still has that really nice ability. Or now that I think about it, or a synergy. Like, oh, what is it? With Proxima. Because I don't think that Star-Lord was part of that little synergy family. Was Proxima, Aegon, and somebody else, I forget. Or maybe it was, maybe I'm just forgetting. Holy cow, I dexed that. I think that was the first time I ever intentionally dexed the special 2. That was awesome. Where it's a combo shield. Because the thing with Star-Lord, especially if you're going into like Labyrinth, or I mean Abyss, I guess, but Labyrinth for sure. If you get one of those Labyrinth evades just triggering randomly, then that's it. That's game over. So to at least get a combo shield to protect the combo once you're like 400 hits in, that'd be nice. I'd appreciate that. Brian! Yo, yo, yo! Got a Psycho Man yet? I do. I've got a 3, 4, and 5-star version of Psycho Man, but none of them are ranked up yet because resources drought. But yeah, I got a 3, 4, 5. I gotta test out Psycho Man. Apparently, after he came out, that heavy cheese spam that he can get, it's not bugged, but just potentially might be tweaked in such a way where you can't infinitely chain heavies. Like supposedly they gave Psycho Man a Cable-esque heavy attack bounce back. Where, you know, you can only get so close to the wall, and if you get like within a certain distance, then game shoots you back and you're out of reach. I haven't tested that yet, but supposedly that is a thing from reports I've heard. And if so, that would suck, because that was a really nice cheesy bit of utility. Like, it was nice, and like I said, a nice cheesy bit of utility. You can cheese it, but you aren't going to really want to run it in high stakes situations. Like, if it's something that just doesn't really, I don't want to say doesn't matter, but if it's like low stakes, like mid tier difficulty for like monthly quest, yeah, sure, go for it, have fun. You're not going to use it in AQ or AW or like a Cavalier difficulty probably, but you use it elsewhere. Hope Falcon Winter Soldier is as good as WandaVision. I think thematically it's going to be different. Like, I think you're still going to get like a bit of the bro buddy film between, you know, Sam and Bucky, kind of like how they were doing in Winter Soldier. But I hope it's more of a drama, I guess, which isn't quite the right way because the last couple episodes of WandaVision that we will not be spoiling again, just, you know, for if anybody has not yet seen it, I do not want to spoil the last couple episodes. We can talk around it, but no blatant spoilers. The rest of the season, though, fair game. Oh, crap. I lived. But, yeah, man, that finale. The last couple episodes definitely steered back from, like, comedic bit that the first 4 were to being like, oh, hey, they're talking about some stuff. They're going some places. What's up, Toy Shadow? Toy Shadow says, can I talk about Wanda? Yes and no. You can talk about how you felt for the last couple episodes. If you are excited for potential things to come, yes. Some theory crafting, sure, without getting into specifics. And then everything from the first, 6 episodes is fair game. But again, trying to stay away from specifics, just, you know, just in case somebody here has not yet seen it. I don't want it to, I'm not a big fan of spoilers myself, so I wouldn't want to spoil it for somebody else. Inside is used Professor X with Iceman and Archangel, used 2 prowess strat, got 4 Cerebro charges. Iceman did 5.5 thousand crit on his special 2's final hit. I was like, wow. Yeah, Professor X is a solid champ in his own right, but his synergies are pretty spicy too. Also, okay, so also not spoiler for WandaVision, because they had said this going into the season that it is not required viewing. So if you're only watching the films, right, it's not going to be required viewing. Like, you're going to be able to pick up the mainstay film without needing to have seen WandaVision. So it is a worthwhile series to watch. It's a fun series. There, you definitely get some solid feels going too. But that having been said, I mean, because it is non-essential viewing in terms of MCU-ness, then the story, I think, kind of follows that. Not in a bad way, but yeah, I think it is worth noting as well. Let's see. Star-Lord and Aegon, once per fight, 5-second combo shield. Okay, so Star-Lord is part of that. All right. Well, okay, that's super helpful. I'd forgotten that part. Just getting caught up on chat. All good, Toy Shadow. All good. But it's just not great. Psycho Man has slow hits and makes Me not get any ISO 8 for my champions when I fight with Psycho Man. He is an acquired taste. I think once somebody cracks the utility and the rotation to make him viable in, like, plausibly viable, like, not just like, oh, this is how you play him if you want to just play him, but like, nah, you got to do this, and you actually are going to want to bring him for, you know, whatever node or path or whatever. When someone cracks that, I think people may wind up warming up to him a bit more, but he does seem a bit convoluted, I think, on first glance. Not as convoluted as friggin' Super Skrull, but fairly convoluted nevertheless. Browning wants me to do a Cookie Crisp stream. I did. I will do a second Cookie Crisp stream once we come back around and start doing duplicate cereals. But yeah, I did a Cookie Crisp. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed because like I had like classic Cookie Crisp from the 90s. Now, granted, that was the last time I had Cookie Crisp, but that was like back in the day when the wolf was still a dog and the dog was with the burglar, and they were always trying to steal the cereal. Like that, like way back then. But like it was like legitimately like Chips Ahoy in a box. It was a straight up cookie. This is more like, yeah, it's like a Cheerio with like some little like darker Cheerio looking flakes in there that kind of make it look like a cookie, but it doesn't really taste like one. I enjoyed it. I killed that box the next day. But I'm just saying that they changed the recipe. One of these days I gotta do like Baby Yoda cereal. Or it's almost Easter, so I'm sure there's gonna be like a Easter specific, like Easter Bunny cereal or something. Just do that for a fun little one-off. Psycho Man should trigger miss on the heavy attack. That could be fun. Be Daredevil food now. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness spells out Mom if you take out the first letter in each word after Strange. I guess. Get into Doctor Strange's mom story origins. Mama Strange. Could be interesting. She winds up dying in a car wreck with her dad under mysterious, or her husband under mysterious circumstances. I knew it. I knew watching WandaVision was not necessary. I haven't watched it. I won't watch it. I don't want to. Not worth my time. Now, I won't say that. It is definitely worth your time. It is well crafted. It is a fun homage to classic TV, classic sitcoms through the decades. Elizabeth Olsen turns in a stellar performance as Wanda, and it's really nice that they actually gave her something to do. Because in most of all of the movies that she's been in, she's either been like a background character or she's got like 3 lines, and that's kind of what she's got. And it's like, oh, hey, she can act. That's awesome. And not only that, but she's making me feel emotions. That's awesome. I'm all for that. Same with Paul Bettany too, because he has some really good moments as well. Again, I mean, it isn't required viewing. I don't think Once the movies start kicking off again, I don't think people are going to be at a loss having not seen them. But much the same way like Mandalorian isn't required viewing, but it's freaking fun. You know, it's fun. Alright, let's pay attention so Void doesn't wreck me here like Void oftentimes does. I mean, I'm Ronin here, so I should be good. There we go. Easy peasy. No time to binge watch it. That is the thing, though, too. There are so many good freaking shows out there of things to watch. Like, I just barely watched Last Dance, even though that was, what, last year's show? And then I started in on The Expanse, thinking, like, oh, okay, I'll just casually watch it, whatever. And then within a week, I had binged all 4 seasons, and I'm considering a second go through, because I had a heck of a good time with it. Expanse is a wonderful, wonderful sci-fi show. I appreciate the tender love and care that they put into the world, and the fact that they made the characters interesting to watch. It's very well designed. Text that, text that. I was feeling some things. Well, it's see, there you go. You always want to watch an emotional show, an emotional episode to feel things, PP. Everybody's going to wind up feeling something different because that is the nature of feeling emotions. So that's something, right? I have to watch every single episode so that I don't go nuts. I don't want to. Alright. I'm sure at some point there is going to be a too long didn't read recap. Just keeping it simple. I should do a too long didn't read recap. I do too long didn't read videos of champion kits and whatnot. I should do it of the show as well. Just keep it simple. Put it on my to-do list. Next to some like Spider-Ham and Strife gameplay. Let alone like friggin' MCoC and Odin. Odin when he comes out in a couple weeks. I'm gonna have so much fun with friggin' Odin. Like, MCoC is okay. He's okay. Odin is where it's at for me, though. Just because of the synergies. Tom just took my 5-star Void to rank 5, I'm assuming. Oh. Kind of pleased there, as you should. Void is an amazing god tier OP champ. Big congrats on that rank up too. Nice little KO there. If I got a Mystic Awakening gem, I'd give it to Tigra. No joke. I would straight up give it to Tigra. She is well worth it. Brian wants to get triggered. Well, I mean, you already did the most important step. You are on the internet. So if you are looking to be triggered, this is the place for you. Just, you know, if you're feeling a comment section rant coming on, well, maybe somewhere, maybe elsewhere is a great place for that. Brung forgot to plug in my mouse. Well, fortunately, mice are cordless for the most part these days. You know, always use the little weird-looking nub thing in the middle of laptops. Remember when they were doing that? Like, before they invented, like, trackpads? There's, like, this little nub right in the middle of the keyboard on a laptop. You could use that as the mouse. Why did I think doing a mob battle was a good idea? Everyone's just faltering all over the place. Come on, dude. Nobody can parry because everything is projectile based. Mistakes were made. Maw v Maw. I want Maw to be good. So Maw got a buff already, but it was just like one of those little numbers tune-up, right? Like, they could have tuned up his numbers a lot more. Don't get me wrong. But, at the same time, they could have changed up his kit a little bit, too. So maybe he'll wind up popping up again as one of those bigger reworks. Sometime after Miles and Black Panther and Groot and whoever else they got in the works. Speaking of Groot, my guess is that they're going to do King Groot at the same time as they do regular Groot. Like, whatever new mechanic they're giving to Groot, I'm assuming Root, they're going to give the King Groot as well, seeing as how they're effectively the same person. So I got a desktop. So what do you say, a laptop? It just made me think of it. I don't know why. Think of the little nub on a laptop. It's just so weird. It's like somebody thought that was a good idea, and let's just stick this thing in the middle of a keyboard and never talk about it again. Because I never used it. It was weird. So what do y'all got going on this weekend? What's on the short list? You guys staying in, playing MCoC? You guys spend some time with family or close immediate friends? Getting things off the to-do list, or inversely, sleeping in, kicking back, doing nothing, hanging out? I know for me, tomorrow is community day for Pokemon Go, so I will be spending at least an hour with that. Try and get some of the shinies. I'm just getting back into that. I played religiously at launch and then fell off for a couple years. And this last year, really, I've gotten back into it just because I had some extra time. And I was like, well, what's the game like now? So, community day it is. And then Sunday's family time. And also, shameless plug of the evening number 2, everybody. Sunday night is going to be the Super Cereal Sunday cereal stream. We'll be chowing down on a delicious bowl of a mystery cereal. And punching dudes in the face in the game. So if you are down Sunday night, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Want to stop by, hang out for a spell? I'll be here. Well, I'll just chill, hang out, and nom on some snacks together. Cheers, all. Jury's out if I'm going to be doing incursions, though. Like, they did come out with that notice that, was it Zone 15 is going to get, what, 10 6-star random SIGs. But, what was it, Zone 20 is going to get you 15 random 6-star SIGs. That's tempting, because I need them SIGs. But at the same time, that is an awful, awful lot of work for 15 randoms. Or you could just get the bundle in the store today. I mean, I'm not personally, but if that is something you are interested in, it's there to get. I love how all this time later I still get slapped in the face by Nightcrawler. Like, I know how to fight Nightcrawler. I've been fighting the dude for way too long. Still get slapped in the face, though. It's rather annoying. Blarg. Dragon Man is just so much better. So much better, so much cheesier. I love it. So how are you guys liking some of the buffs here this month between Angela and Masakra and, well, Hood got reverted, so that doesn't count anymore. And Civil Warrior. You guys got a chance to play around as them, and if so, what do you think? Are they worth a rank up? Or are bench warmers gonna warm them benches? Tom's got some blueberry cheesecake I may eat from Christmas this weekend. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Freeze some, save it for later. That's smart. That's smart. Cake stays surprisingly yummy, like, if you've had it frozen for a while. Like, having it frozen for like a few months, that's fine. You could freeze that, though, up to like a year, and it's still pretty good. I mean, granted, not as good as, like, you know, when it's fresh, but still surprisingly yummy. Tom says, Angela's really good. Civil Warrior I used earlier, and looks solid also. I agree. My Angela's going to get ranked up as a 6-star. She may wind up being a rank 3 option. I'm torn right now between Angela or Arcus for a rank 3. I think I'm going to get the chance to do them both because I'm pushing already a second Cosmic Tier 5 CC. But, like, Arcus doesn't really need SIGs. He's awakened, but he doesn't really need SIGs. Angela needs a lot of SIGs, though. That's the thing. She needs a lot of SIGs. She needs to be at least, like, SIG 120 to be a bit effective. And I think that's, like, having a 30% chance per buff to shrug everything off. Whereas at, like, SIG 20, it's, like, a 16% chance. which means you need a lot of buffs to get no damage. She gets a lot of buffs, but it's a lot easier needing like 3 or 4. It's where the Heimdall and the magic synergy comes in. So if you have a magic and a Heimdall on your team with Angela, that's 2 buffs right there. She triggers armor up pretty easily. So that'd be 3. 2 armor ups is 4. You get that past the special, or past 1 bar of power. There's a couple more. So it's doable. You just gotta keep it simple. And then, of course, you know, the more buffs she gets, the least or less likely she is to get nullified, which is awesome. Tom says, do show Arcus and Angela at rank 3 as they both are strong. That would be a really fun side-by-side comparison. That really would be. And then just the added utility that both of them would wind up bringing too. I mean, Arcus would be a fantastic evasion counter with the cold snap. And the spammy goodness he gets from all those power gains. And then Angela, of course, is Angela now. If it's an active debuff, it will be gone. Active damaging, I should say. Inside it says, Rob, with my roster, mostly no one does incursions with. My top 3 champs team is just above 7K. I believe you won't do that low, right? Need to find some partners from Discord, I guess. Well, both, actually. So I think the best thing to do is to find some partners on Discord. Just make life a little bit easier that way, right? For someone to roll with more religiously and more frequently. But like when I do the incursions with subs and with friends, right? I match to you, to whoever. So like whoever gets dibs, first dibs, top dibs, I match to that team. So it doesn't matter if it's going to be for Zone 8 or Zone 3. I'm down either which way, and I got the chance to match. So yeah, bud, I'd run with you. Get some of that extra loot. You know who else needs some love? Freaking Moon Knight. I would be so down for that. Like, he's got that interesting thing with the based on the lunar phases, which is doable. It's workable. You can make that work. But like the damage output that he does is not great. Especially since he synergizes with so many other good champions. It'd be nice that he had a couple extra utility uses to play with as well. All I know is that Kabam's gonna be busy. Get out of here, beast. Got stuff to do. Does Odin have buffs with Asgardians, including Angela? He's got synergies, yeah. So he's got a synergy with everybody. With Loki, both Thors, Angela, Heimdall, Hela, if I didn't say that already. He's got stuff. The full kit for the Champion Spotlight is out. I got a video on that on the channel, a too long didn't read version of Odin, and I talk about his abilities, and in this case, his synergies, some of the things to look out. So yeah, if you just want to jump over to that end of the channel and just check that out, that posted a few days ago, so that should be right at the top. But I think he has a lot of potential to be fun. I don't know any synergies or stuff about Odin, but it would be cool if he had an Asgardians excluding himself synergy stuff with aka Cosmic APOC Professor X. Yes, he does. He does. So it's almost better than APOC because he's got a couple of horseman-esque abilities that he can dish out to people, aka similar to horsemaning people. But he can dish it out to 3 separate people, or all 3 things to 1 person, which would be cool. But it isn't limited to Cosmic Champions. It could apply to anybody. Shock resistance and aptitude, and I forget what the third one is. So you can either have 1 super OP champion or 3 other champions that can do new and interesting and cool things. But we'll see. We'll see, though, because at the same time, too, there's always a difference between like what the kit says and how it actually handles in game. So like it could be the coolest thing on paper, but if it doesn't play right, it's not going to do anybody a whole lot of good. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, MCoC, we just got those early access, so I'm assuming that there might be a early access or something for Odin too, maybe. They do like those early access offers. Punchy, punchy. Slappy, slappy. Lurk mode activated. Because like for Odin, I'm already starting to think about some of the other champs that I can wind up all-fathering. I'm going to try and make that a thing. Like, we called it horsemaning, right? You got a horseman whoever. But for Odin, you can have like you can all-father somebody, right? So you have like an all-father Elsa or something like that. Or an all-father Horseman Storm X, say. Gets to be a bit wordy the more titles you wind up heaping on a character, but could be interesting. Alright, I'm not awakened. Bummer. I really would have liked to have woken up this Ronin from the featureds. Not as bad as Falcon, but Ronin would have been really nice to wake up. Even if it's Sig 20. A little bit extra utility. I like to call MCoC Man Bull. I mean, that works. Like, I know he's based on the comic character, right? But his design is rather silly. He looks like a performer with a giant animal mask. Like one of the exaggerated ones from earlier theater. Alright, let's bring that up and see that my energy's topped off, so take a quick detour, burn some of that off. Keep on rolling. Keep pushing up in Cavalier difficulty too, because there's some fights I really want to test out later on, but I gotta get to them first. Alright, unstoppable. That's annoying. But Claire's got just the thing. Can't get unstoppable if you can't get buffs. Plus, I get heals, so... Doink. I'll take that. Seriously, guys, don't leave the monthly quest to the last minute. Learn from my mistakes. Wound up burning way too many frickin' energy pots. Just trying to binge that the last day. Not worth it. Save yourself the grief. Just do it in tiny bits and pieces. Now. Then it all adds up. Alright. Let's forget unstoppable. Come on, dude. Come on. No. No. There we go. That was entirely too difficult. What was with the freaking unstoppable? Stop it. Stop it. No touchy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Awesome. Well, that was entirely far too difficult for a freaking Diablo fight, but we'll just casually ignore that one happened, shall we? Yeah, I mean, especially Tom, because they changed the prizes this time, right? There's the Tier 5 CC Nexus, and I think they boosted the 6-star shards too. And since the featured 6-star crystal is switching over within the next 3 weeks, more shards the merrier. If you're saving up for that sort of thing. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, I definitely am. I want to see about waking up that spider ham. He's so much fun to play. What a silly character, but he's just so much fun to play. Like, who's your guys' guilty pleasure champ? Like, Spider-Ham for me, hands down. Like, he doesn't... Like, if you got this champion, if you had some resources to spare, you would take him up in a heartbeat. Just because they're fun. Not because of prestige. Not because of any of that other nonsense, but because they're just fun. You know? Lovely. Thermostat. Basically it's just an annoying thermostat path or boss. I should have... Why didn't I flame on? What a waste. What? Disorient I got. Oh, I think it was thermostat is what it was. Griffith stopping in. Have you seen the finale of WandaVision yet? Yes. Yes, I have. It was really good. I am avoiding talking about spoilers, though, for the series finale or the second to last episode. We can talk about the rest of the series or talk about the finale in terms of like how it made you feel. But for right now, I'm staying away from straight up spoilers for the last episode. Just in case anybody here has not yet seen it, I don't want to spoil it for him that way. Oh, that's still Power Stone. Too many freaking things to keep track of. I would rank 5 my Ghost Rider as I enjoy playing him, especially with the Holy Trinity. Yeah, people have unfortunately, I think, forgot about Ghost Rider. Really good champ. Really good champ. Really good utility. Roadrank stopping in and saying, oi, oi. Howdy, Roadrank. Happy Friday. How's it going, bud? How's everything? Just so no spoilers, so I won't talk about it. Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't talk about like hard spoilers, but like how you felt, if you enjoyed it, if you're looking forward to things to come, and then some theory crafting as well. Looks like this one's gonna be a mutant chapter. Okay. I burned like no energy off of that. What a drag. Anyway. Back to the grind. Yeah, I keep up with the grind. I've been getting like 6 to 10%. And that's nice, but that's just leaving shards and loot and gold and units on the table. And them units are going to come in handy later on. I'm considering like hoarding my units for when the I-Bomb and Spider Pig crystals come out. Trying for a little bit of luck there. We'll see. Come on, dude. Alright, so there is that dude down. Awesome. You know who, in addition to tech champs, we need more of? Skill champs. Still think the last skill champ was White Widow when she got released. And that's been a while. Like, it'll be fun to see what they wind up doing, what their kit would be, how they kind of try and bring something new to the table. Because skill champs, they can do some fun things. I mean, by and large, it's like, here, bleed debuff for you, and you get one, and you get one, and you get one. But then there's like champs like Elsa where it's just like, yeah, nah, I ain't about to do that. Crash number 1. Tom likes playing a 6-star Groot with the damage masteries. Good on you. Good on you. Griffith has both I-Bomb and Spider Pig as rank 4 5 stars. I-Bomb is awakened. I think he's a better character all in all. Yeah, I mean, especially Awakened, because that's where I think where he gets a lot of his extra bonus poison damage, isn't it? Or, like, makes the aura a little bit easier. Just gonna knock out Angela right here. Free up my teammates. Special. Parry attack. Still got plenty of time on my Doom timer. Awesome. And there we go. Angela down. Spider-Ham is just so nice and smooth to play, though. I love how much damage he does in cheesy add-ons without ever needing to throw a special attack. So, like, if you've got a node where you can't gain power, or heroes don't gain power, or something like that, he's not completely nerfed because of it. Still have some avenues you can pursue to make the best of it. And I appreciate that. Likewise, you know, if it's a champion or a path or whatever that's seeking to limit the ability of skill champions to do damage by having, like, bleed immune or whatever, you got champs like Elsa. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Eyebomb Awaken means longer Petrify, Acid Burn, and Acid Wash. Additionally, starts with 3 poisons, and the cap is raised to 12. Yeah, I mean, those are all amazing things. Spider-Ham, I think, needs to be... gets the most ability just being awakened. It's when he can, like, apply those poppers on evade. That's when he can... that's when some of his, whatchamacallit, poppers last longer. Stuff like that. Like, nice to have, but I think, like, I don't think he needs to be, like, deep sig. Unless you're going for the prestige angle. Saw J-Rock doing some variant earlier, and he was really good with Eyebomb. That was some awesome to see his damage. Yeah, Taters does a lot of Eyebomb gameplay as well in Alliance War. Puts him to really good use. But, like, seeing all these people play this character just makes me really want to rank mine up. Mine's 5-star rank 3 currently. Because he's easily the best poison champ in the game. It's, like, not even a question anymore. He easily is. But then that makes me wonder, though, for the 6-star pool, once that switches over in a few weeks, if it would be worth going for a 6-star version of Eyebomb. I mean, of course, future-proofing and all, but, like, most 6-stars, it's like, you're not going to get them anywhere close to Sig 200 for ever, for ages. So would it just be better to rank up the 5-star and max that out instead? Stop it, Miles. Stop it. There we go. There we go. I'll take that. I think it was with Brian Grant that had a hand in designing Eyebomb, right? else we got now? Throw Mysterio. Throw Cyclops. Throw OG Hood. I was about to say nerfed Hood, but that isn't fair. That's not quite right. Let's not say nerfed Hood. Vanilla Hood. How about that? He's not bad. He's just meh. Needs that numbers tune up. Keep his Fate Seal on special too, because that's really what got everybody all hot and bothered. But the rest of his kit, give him a little bit extra utility and functionality. I mean, I'd be all for. Yeah, BG definitely knows what he's talking about. Fun story. I first really started like discovering like Brian Grant's content when he put out a huge like how to play Void video back when Void was a new champ. Like his in-depth play style tutorial with Void was so freaking useful for me. Not only just in getting amped and hyped for the character, but just like how do I play him? How do I play him effectively? What can he do? Fun stuff like that, you know? Special 2. Still can do that. Excellent. Mr. Smoke popping in saying, hello, Rob. Hello, chat. What's up, Mr. Smoke? It is Friday. How in the heck are you, bud? Just Mojo. Took Mojo to rank 5, 200. Congrats, Andy. Big milestone. Is that Mojo going to find his way to Alliance War defense, or you going to get a chance to play around with him offensively? Either way, congrats. Dude's a tank there at Sig 200. Between Guardian, Proxima, Angela, She-Hulk, Spider-Gwen, Unawakened Kingpin, Unawakened Masakura, Mysterio, Elsa, Tigra, who should I tank to 455? Kingpin. Kingpin probably. Kingpin first, probably Guardian second. What Sig is your Angela? That's going to depend if Angela or Elsa gets next billing. Really need to stop getting these Cav Crystal deals. I mainly buy them for the tier 5 frags, but still, out of this week, 1 4-star and 3 3s. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they definitely amped up their game for those. And then the Sunday one has, what, 250 6-star shards and a bunch of other loot as well. They are definitely incentivizing people to get interested. No doubt about that. Mojo is one of my favorite champs. He's definitely going to be on attack. Good. Good. Glad to hear it. I know a lot of Mojos have found their way to AW defense, either as boss or just like a inopportune node, but there's that. Angela's level 30, then probably Elsa. Probably Elsa. Angela, I think, needs to get like Sig 60, Sig 80 to get to, was it 20%? 20% chance per buff to prevent damage, so you would need 5 buffs on you to take no damage, basically. Not impossible to do with Angela, but there we go. And I'll take that. Champion actually comes I need to rank up my 5-star Mojo, but Mole God to rank 4 first. That's what I hear. If you got a Mole God, now's the time. You mean the skill Corvus? Brings my prestige up to 9,700. Getting it close to 5 digits. Yeah, you are. That mean that huge milestone will be here before you know it. And it's going to be awesome. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. I'll take that. A little punchy, punchy, slappy, slappy. Also would not be a Rob vonShoe stream without the battery notice popping up. Still plenty of juice, but very predictable at the same time. Blink. Got that. Got that, got that. Just me, or does MCoC look like he's like a bulldog? Like a combination of like an orangutan, not an orangutan, a baboon and a bulldog. I can't unsee it. Or like Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Should I go for Sig 200 Guardian or Omega Red next? Only have Namor and Mojo up there. Well, let me ask you this. Do you want to max Sig somebody for prestige sake or for utility sake? And if that's the case, would you perhaps be interested in splitting the pool? Like splitting your resources between sigging up both champs. Because both of them are really good awakened. Both of them get even better with added sig levels, right? But, I mean, if you could cannibalize and split the pot a little bit, get Guardian to like 120, get Void to 120 instead of having one at 200 and the other at 20. Wouldn't be a bad thing either. Because really, that 120, 140 is usually the magic number for most champs, where they're gonna get like 90% of their sig ability level, and then, like the last 80 sigs stretch out that last 10%, if that. Alright, so dex that, come back in here, punchy punchy slappy slappy. Thank goodness bait out that special. Prestige is definitely a thing I'm starting to consider. I love playing Guardian more than Omega 2. Then Guardian is definitely your option. Guardian is currently the highest tech prestige champion out there. Plus, he gets a lot of benefit from a high sig as well. So that probably would be your best bet. And really, I mean, if your Omega is awakened, really doesn't matter the sig. Preferably like sig 20, sig 40, something like that. just having that awakened ability is going to be super useful in and of itself. There we go. So, slap around Doctor Strange right here a little bit. Do that. Bingo. Okay, so we're going to do a couple things here. I'm going to go into this final fight right here. And he does give block proficiency to everybody, which will help Mojo a lot. Yeah, that's the other thing about Guardian. Like, not only is he a tank in his own right, does he have high prestige, but he's got arguably one of the best synergies in the game outside of, like, Heimdall, right? Because that added block proficiency is huge. Like, it can take a squishy champ and make them manageable, or take a tanky champ and make them just like a brick freaking wall. A very, very nice thing to have. Boink. Alrighty, guys. So like I was saying, here's what we are going to do. Let's go say hey to People's Champ. But before we do, let's open up a crystal. And if you want to guess who that crystal is going to be out of the... let's open up a 4-star crystal. If you guys want to guess who is going to pop out of that 4-star crystal, let me know in chat. And then we can all guess and see how close we wind up coming. Be under #RobVonRaid. So I'm going to bring this up and spin it out. I'm going to guess that's going to be a Moon Knight. Just because I talked smack about Moon Knight, I think that's going to be karma just coming back to bite me in the butt. And as this is spinning out, that is going to do me for tonight, everybody. I want to thank you guys all for hanging out, for watching here on a Friday night. Appreciate that very much. I've said it before. I will say it again. Getting to chat with you guys is always the highlight of doing the streams here. So, cheers, guys. It is going to be Wolverine. Nice. Andy going for a Mojo. Tom going for Hulk. Yeah, I guess we'll all try again next time. Speaking of next time I am streaming is Sunday for the Super Serial Sunday Serial stream. We chow down on a random, mysterious bowl of cereal. So, I invite you guys to pour yourself something nummy. Come stop by, hang out. We're going to be punching some dudes in the face. Maybe doing incursions. Maybe doing monthly quests. I don't know. We'll see. Play it by ear. But it'll be a good time. If you haven't already, like the video too, because it helps the channel grow. But I am Rob vonShoe, and that is going to do me for tonight, everybody. I'm going to go say hey to People's Champ. I hope to see you guys there. But if not, till next time, everybody, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well all. Bye for now.